My lighting is dying, but here I am today with the Nike Air Fear of God 1 in the sail black colorway. This one is actually my personal favorite. I have the black, as you can kind of see back here, and I actually also have the light bones, which I have down on the bottom row here, which I think I'm actually going to grab right now as an immediate contrast. That way you guys can kind of understand the difference in color, because it's kind of hard to see online, you know, just through pictures alone, the differences. So let me quickly draw this. So as you can see, the main thing is, you know, the upper is kind of, you know, I hope that lines up to where you can get an idea, at least, of the differences. I know it's not the greatest in terms of that, and here I was trying to help you guys. Anyways, back to the actual sneaker at hand. This one here is my favorite because although I actually found the light bones to be extremely wearable, despite what everyone else has been saying, they act like, you know, this is the most difficult to wear sneaker out there. But again, I've worn this with so many different things. So whether it's business casual, whether it's athletic, whether it's, you know, a street style or some kind of casual in between, these have served every one of those purposes. The only thing that I wouldn't exactly advise wearing these with, and I haven't at least done myself, is with full dress attire. Probably a difficult pull, and so if people are kind of complaining about that, then hey, all right, I get it. But anyways, as I've continued to digress here, I love this one more so than the light bone because of the fact that the white, or rather, it's almost like an eggshell white, you know, so it's extremely close to, but not quite. So there's been a couple of reviews, and so this actually kind of did throw me back until I ended up with them on hand, and that's that it, you know, I've been told that it's a full-on white, but again, it's this eggshell color, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not like a paper white. These are a good example just to see how bright the contrast is between these two. You know, let me just see if we can get a focus in on that. Yeah, so hopefully that at least give you a decent visual. But otherwise, again, this is probably my new favorite, I dare say. I do still love my original Fear of God military sneakers back there, but this one here has the comfort that honestly those do not. I've had to mess with those so much. Actually, I had to take out the insoles, buy new smaller insoles. I had to have the top upper stretched a little bit because it just dug in at the top of my foot. And so anyways, all of that to make their comfort probably like give them a 5.5 out of 10. Whereas these right here, you know, out of the gates, we're talking a 9. You know, I don't think, you know, in the long run of things, there's anything too much more comfortable. Although I will say, though, that the Balenciaga Speed Trainers, I think those ones get the even 10, and actually the Yeezy Boost, those ones are comfortable, much like everyone attests to. But I would actually still put those slightly pegged down lower than these, those being like an 8.5, again, these being the even 9. Otherwise, though, if we're going to talk about some of the details of this actual sneaker, again, we have the double stack zoom unit down here, which is kind of ironic considering it's called the Nike Air Fear of God 1. So a lot of people confuse it with being an Air unit because of that branding name, which, okay, maybe I guess that sounds better off the tongue, but anyway. Then, of course, we have that suede pattern up here and that nice mesh that I was talking about before, which to me, I actually prefer this over having a fully leather upper because number one, I think it'll be easier to clean and maintain, but then number two, it's a lot more breathable, especially with the perforated pattern in there. But anyways, I just wanted to do a quick highlight on this particular sneaker just because I was extremely excited to have it. And I think that I'll end up doing a few more sneaker reviews. You guys let me know if you want to see more of my other designer shoes in depth. This is actually just one row that I have, and I have several more. But I don't know, who knows? anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. And so that's going to conclude this.